So we'll go on to the East Conference. And this is a bit more, another tight one if I remember rightly. So we'll go last week's games. Blackstone Legends 182 against the Edinburgh Thunderbirds 131. Plymouth Argyle Browns 212 against the Preston Hawks 184. So good win for Arthur over Pez. You got the Nairn Knights 190 points against the Workshop Workhorses 122. Bucks Gold Rush, the run is finally gone 123 against the Bedford Brewskis 210. Lee Vikings 150 against the Preston Mooney Tunes 210-81. Chicago Scorpions 213 against the Portsmouth Pirates 166. Webby's not coming back this year. So we've got the Chicago Scorpions and the Plymouth Argyle Browns and the Bedford Brewskis guaranteed promotion, but not yet the bye week. You've got the Worts at 904, 904, 8 and 5. Worts Uptoth Rookies and the Lazio Legends sitting at 7 and 6. In sixth spot, you've got the Preston Mooney Tunes at 6 and 7. Nairn Knights 6 and 7. Lee Vikings 6 and 7. Preston Hawks at 6 and 7. And then down the bottom there, you've got 5 and 8, the Portsmouth Pirates on a 6-game losing streaks, and Edinburgh Thunderbirds at 5 and 8. And 4 and 9, finally not getting promoted in the top 6, the Bucks Gold Rush. They gave it a good run, but
technically the 5 and 8s aren't out of it yet. You know, I mean, they would need a lot to happen in all of the 6 and 7 teams to lose in order to make it. So very, 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 very doubtful, because no doubt one of them will be playing each other, with it being 4 of them. But yeah, it's that last playoff spot's there to be played for, and the Laxdale Legends only on 2,330. You know, they could easily fall out if they were to lose, because
they'll be safe at 2,600.
Their ninths, Workshop Workhorses, they're safe, but Laxdale Legends at 7 and 6, they're on the threat, because their Knights has got more than them, and Lee Vikings has got more points for than them, and too. Even Preston Hawks is thereabouts. You know, they're tight, so it would come down to points for. So it's Laxdale Legends is very much in the chase as well, but Workshop Workhorses, they're home and dry there, and some come back from Ian. He's up to 6 and 7 now from a very poor start, and he's Mooney Tunes, they're coming along well now.
1, 2, 3, 5 lose. He was sitting at 1 and 6.
1 and 6, so there you go, and he's won 5 of his last 6 then to get
you
there.
You missed it last week. You lost to Pez by 3 points. Yeah, and you lost to Pez by 2 points in the first games. So the 2 games against Pez lost by 5 points in total.
It just goes to show you the small margins that make such a difference in this game, you know, and that's that. You've lost 2 games there to the same person by a total of 5 points, and if you could have won both of them, you're comfortable, you're up there, you're safe, you're promoted, you're in the 3rd division next year, blah blah, and instead you're not.
I know he's still sitting in 6, So this week you've got the Laxdale Legends are up against Preston Mooney Tunes. We've got a 43 points.
Huge game that. Before you go on, Johnny, that is such a big game, because you've got to feel bad for Ian running into that game, because Laxdale Legends are the ones that are on the bubble in terms of points for it, 7 and 6. So they're the ones that can fall out of it. So that's a huge game. And if Ian can keep on his current run, then it really puts Laxdale Legends in trouble.
Yeah. Well, it's got his team set, so.
It's Lamar Jackson. It's going to come down to Lamar Jackson, innit? If Jackson can come back and do anything Lamar Jackson-y, then you would think that Laxdale Legends will go over the line. But if he rocks up and has another 3-4 point game, it opens the door wide open for the Mooney Tunes. And
or Pittman has another 1 point game
at that point.
Yeah. Getting 20 points for Williams is good though, and 20 you had Aubrey the kicker.
Yeah, I mean, 23 for your kicker's always a great start. You know, Jamo's done fine. It comes down to Lamar. It's all about Lamar.
Definitely. Yeah, because Mayfield will get his points. Then you've got the Edinburgh Thunderbirds at 5 and 8 against the Portsmouth Pirates at 5 and 8. Not really making any difference there, even a 56-point start for Browns. Then you've got Arthur at 2nd spot against 8 spots. So Plymouth Argyle Browns against the Lee Vikings. So that'll be good for Arthur to cement the bye week if you can get that.
Lee Vikings is running into a hard one when they really needed a win, so that doesn't look good for them.
No. Bedford Brewskis against the Workshop Workhorses. Like I say, they've got enough points that unless this goes 0 points and the team that gets them score 200, they're safe. And
they're safe.
Good win for the Brewskis. Bucks Golders 100. Projected to get 117, so I'm guessing he's not even looked at his team this week. Against the Chicago Scorpions, 48.69. Oh, there's Ian. I'm dead in the water.
Yeah, so you're not dead in it, Ian. There's a long way.
You're not
there's
really.
A long way to go.
Near Knights winning against Page is that could be the nail in the coffin. With the 6 and 7 beating the 6 and 7. But you're not dead yet.
Oh no, as I say, it comes down to Lamar Jackson. If Lamar Jackson rocks up and goes and scores 30, 40 points, then maybe with the start that he's had, you're in a bit of trouble. But if Lamar Jackson does what Lamar's been doing the last couple of weeks, then I think you'll come back and you'll win it. But that is a good start for your opponent. You know, Laxdale Legends getting 23 points from a kicker. That's always a tidy start. But yeah, near Ninths and Preston Hawks playing each other, that's huge as well, you know, because both 6 and 7. So one of them's got a chance of making it and the other one definitely does not, depending on who wins. But of course, they could both win and still not make it.
Yeah, plus remember, nine teams go up. So even if you finish, you should still get the bye week. So that's all but guaranteed. And you'll only have to win one game.
See, Laxdale Legends is hoping. Laxdale Legends is hoping and praying that Pez wins, because if Pez wins against near Ninths, it kind of takes near Ninths out the equation of passing Laxdale Legends, you know, even if they lose. So that's a big game there, Preston Hawks and near Ninths. It's a big game for our Joe, and it could get him into that top 6 and guarantees his promotion, you know.
Well, that's the thing, because if Preston Hawks win against them, they could be in the top thing. So
absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Although if Preston Hawks win, they would need Laxdale Legends to beat Preston Mooney Tunes. So Pez is very much going up against his mate there again, you know. But we'll see what happens.
He's not sort of his team either, because he's still got Johnson. But imagine if we put McLaurin in.
I would certainly be putting McLaurin in a dome in Minnesota. A dome in Minnesota, yes, I would be putting McLaurin in. With all the snow kicking about and the coldness kicking about this week, if you've got a wide receiver playing in a dome, I don't care, or playing in the heat, you know, if they're over on the west coast or down south, if you're getting decent weather this week, you play that player, because there's going to be a lot of good players scoring not a lot of points this week in the cold.
And it's gone for Brisket. And
I like that.
And left the cold players on the bench, which is pretty good by Pez, actually.
I like that. I would have went with Brisket, even if they were all in the heat. I would have went with Brisket there. Brissett, he's just he's throwing over 300 yards every week. He's throwing touchdowns. Yes, Arizona Cardinals are losing, but it's not because of him. He's doing very, very well, and he's doing very, very well for fantasy. And I would, over those 3 quarterbacks this week, I would be starting Jacoby Brissett 100% of the time.
As you say, why have they got 3 quarterbacks?
You know.
Yeah.
It's Pez, isn't it?
Well, it's the last game of the regular season. He's maybe just picked him up to play him for this week. We don't know.
That's that. And I mean, I've picked up Tua for this week somewhere just because I had nobody. Can't remember where. It might be here.
So it's our league now.